Ubud. Hello and welcome to the Knockout Chaos main event press conference. It's a pleasure to be joined here by some of the brightest and best in the boxing fraternity. Now, this historic fight night will be presented to fans worldwide by Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing, Frank Warren of Queensberry Promotions, in conjunction with DAZN, the National Event Centre, the General Entertainment Authority of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Gold Link Promotions, Gimmick and Seller. Now, this fight will be live on DAZN worldwide and available in the UK, and also available on Sky Sports box office. I could sit here and try and do my best to promote this fight, but I'm going to leave it to the professionals in the middle. Frank, I'm going to come straight to you. It's another, we're 3 days in or 4 days into it, another incredible show out in Riyadh. How game-changing has this partnership with Saudi Arabia and His Excellency been?
Well, it's just brilliant, and we got to thank King Salman bin Abdulaziz, and we also Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, His Excellency Turkey, Al Sheikh, for all the fantastic work that he's done in making this happen, and the chairman and the GA and Seller and all their teams, along with all the guys here. It's been brilliant to work together, and how do I feel about it? It's marvellous. You couldn't wish for any more. We're in boxing heaven.
I was going to say,
we're getting fabulous shows, fabulous undercards. It doesn't get any better than this.
These shows seem to just be getting bigger and bigger.
They do, bigger and bigger. This is the third and the last of the season, and then we got 2 more to come up in the next 5 months. We got the 18th with Tyson in the biggest fight of this century against Usyk, which is a fight everybody's been waiting to see. And then we've got a fantastic night on the 1st with another unification fight between Babatiev and Bivol. And then there's a little matter of me and this bloke on our right here. We're going to have 5 against 5. We've been working on it, and hopefully we're going to have an announcement soon. I think everybody's going to love. But it starts the year here tonight with this fabulous top of the event.
It's all friendly now until the 5v5 comes. I look forward to that right now. Eddie, this show is called Knockout Chaos, aptly titled. Is that a clue of what to expect come Friday night?
Yeah, some big hitters. Firstly, welcome everyone again. Assalamu alaikum. And thank you, of course, to everybody to help put this show together, particularly His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh. Of course, our partners, Queensberry and Spencer Brown at Gold Star as well. Thank you. All our partners at DAZN around the world broadcasting this incredible show. I think pound for pound, I said earlier, a better show than Day of Reckoning. I mean, we talked about the undercard previously. Up here, 3 fantastic fights. Young Nick Ball from Liverpool looking to win the WBC World Championship against Mexico's Ray Vargas, who is not looking forward to Joseph Parker against Zhilei Zhang. It's one of the best fights that can be made in the division. And then these 2 giants, you know, I said earlier in the week, Godzilla against King Kong. 2 beasts come together, and we had that fight signed, you know, the Wilder fight, and myself and Frank were invited very quickly to His Excellency's house, and he said, what is the biggest fight we can make? And the answer was Anthony Joshua against Francis Ngannou. It's going to be an unbelievable heavyweight spectacle on a massive night of boxing, and we're all very lucky to be here. I feel very blessed to be here and to put, like Frank said, we're in dreamland for boxing right now. All the fights that we want to make, that we can't normally make, sometimes even on the same night.
No doubt about that. Now, the man next to me, Frank, Nick Ball, he fights for a world title. What can we expect from him?
You asking me?
That's you, Frank, yeah.
What can we expect? Well, I'll tell you something, it's non-stop action. That's what you can expect. He's got a fantastic opportunity here. I can't tell you how highly I think of him. Everything he's had to do, he's done it in absolutely style. We call it a wrecking ball, and that's exactly what it is. And I'm sure he will take this opportunity with both hands against a guy who I think is the best featherweight in the division, who's only got, I think it's 1 loss on his record, double world champion. He's certainly not come here to make up the numbers, that's for sure. And I think we're going to get something special. And I do think if anybody can pull this off, it's Nick.
No doubt we're going to come to you and dig deeper into that fight and your thoughts on that, Nick. But you mentioned Zhang against Parker being a fight that is mouth-watering. Anything could happen. It feels like it's a real 50-50. How do you see that one going? That's purely fireworks. This is knockout chaos, right, Frank?
I do think it'll be a knockout. I mean, look, they're both quality fighters, absolute quality fighters. And, you know, they've got a common denominator in Joe Joyce. And it's funny how styles make fights and so forth. And, you know, Joe beat Joe Parker. But since then, I think it's 4 wins. And this is his home at the moment. He keeps having these wins here. Fantastic win last time out against Deontay Wilder. And then we got Zhang, who came to London and beat our guy. Not once, beat him twice in style. So the two of them now are in a position where, and all these heavyweights are in a position where on the 18th of May, that big unification fight, somebody's going to win that, obviously. I believe it'll be Tyson, by the way. But somebody's going to win it. And these guys now are all jockeying for position to be at that big table, to get a shot at the number one guy. So these are all important fights, they're all exciting fights, and they're all really well-matched fights, every single one of them. And we do get upsets, as we know in boxing. We had it on the last card. But I just think this fight is going to be something special as well. I mean, this is a real good fight card for fight fans. It doesn't get any better than this.
Thanks for that, Frank. Now, Eddie, the man next to you, Anthony Joshua, former unified heavyweight champ. How big can this year be for him?
Well, look, this is his 4th fight in 11 months. It's a message to all flagship fighters. You have to stay active. And the activity has been key for AJ. It's something that we haven't been able to do when he had belts, when he had mandatories, during the period of COVID as well. And it's been a blessing the last 11 months, 12 months. The link up with Ben and Lee Wiley has been fantastic. I've never seen him punching with such ferocity. I've never seen him with such confidence. And I believe he's the best heavyweight in the world. I really do. I always have done. We've always stood by him. He's achieved so much in the sport. 2-time unified world heavyweight champion. And I believe will also be undisputed heavyweight world champion. This is a massive test. We respect Francis, what he did. I didn't give him any chance against Fury. No chance to win a round. I thought he was sensational. And we take him very seriously. He earned our respect well before that fight, but in boxing, he earned everybody's respect that night. So we know it's a serious challenge, but I believe this man's the best in the division. And I think you'll see that on Friday night.
With that belief, is it hard not to have one eye and look too far forward into the future at Undisputed again?
Never against someone like Francis. You know, mentally he's very strong, and you know that the success that he had against Tyson Fury, the confidence that he would have grown with through that performance. This is just his 2nd fight in a boxing ring. It's quite remarkable that on his professional debut, he could have got a decision to become the lineal world heavyweight champion. So this is a real fighter inside and outside of the ring. And, you know, you got to take it to him and you got to put him out of the boxing game on Friday night. And that's the intention, I'm sure, from Anthony. The dream has always been undisputed. When he was unified, we were 1 belt short. You know, we signed to fight Mr. Fury. We signed to fight Deontay Wilder. Unfortunately, for sometimes situations out of everybody's control, we never got it. I truly believe that this man's destiny is to be undisputed. But it's all irrelevant come Friday night. It's just a big man, a giant in front of him that he has to take out.
100%. Now, Nick, promise we get to you. You weren't happy with the walkout music? You wanted a little baby or something a bit more hyped?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. But it's all good. Made up to be here.
So that brings me on. I mean, you've got to be happy in a barnstormer in a fantastic fight against the WBC featherweight champ, Ray Vargas. Now, how incredible is it to be sat at this top table on a huge card like this, fighting for a world title?
It's massive, innit? You only have to look round, see what's happening, yeah. So I'm made up to be here, yeah. I've got my opportunity and I'm going to take it with both hands.
I saw a video of you blind ranking fighters. Ray Vargas actually came out as #1. How much do you respect him as a champion?
I respect all fighters you get in the ring, yeah. And he's world champion, and so he is #1 for now. But come Friday night, that's going to change.
Obviously, he's coming off a loss in his last fight. Does that change your mentality? Do you have to still remain focused when you go into this fight?
Yeah, that's always the goal, innit, to remain focused. That's what I'm doing now, just taking each day as it comes, enjoying this experience, and yeah, just staying focused and ready to get the job done.
Whenever your name is mentioned, I think explosive is the only word that ever comes after it. You've made a name for yourself as an explosive fighter, front foot, aggressive. Do you think that he can handle that?
I'm not too sure. We'll find out on Friday night. Yeah, I can't really say. No one knows what's going to happen until you get in the ring, you know, with this boxing. But I'm definitely coming explosive, so we'll soon find out.
What will it mean, you travelling back to Liverpool, belt around your waist, embraced by the city? How will that feel?
Mean everything to me, because this is a life-changing fight for me. So that's everything to me. Yeah.
I guess these are the things that you work for. You grind in the gym from a kid to now. So good luck to you, my friend.
Nice one. Appreciate it.
Now, Ray Vargas, I want to ask you a question. Is Nick Ball a man that you've been aware of, you've been following, you've been watching to come up? He is mandatory for the belt. Is he someone you've kept your eye on?
Cannot hear pretty well. The sound is not that well on this side, so
I'll shout.
He said Nick Ball is mandatory. Have you had your eye on him? And talk to us about the fight on Saturday.
Rey, esto es una pelea prácticamente mandatoria y vas a pelear con un gran rival. ¿Qué piensas de él?
Primeramente, buenas noches a todos. Agradecer a BBC, mi empresa, al Jaimon, Luis de Cuba, al señor Frank, RG por hacer posible esta bonita función.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank all the promoters involved, which is Al Jaime, my promoter, Frank Warren, Matchroom Boxing, and His Excellency, and all the authorities for being making this possible. Thank you very much, all of you guys.
Esta es una pelea importante, claro, como todas. Es una pelea mandatoria. Y bueno, pues aquí estamos, listos para subirnos al ring, para hablar con los hechos, con los puños.
Well, definitely, I mean, this fight, I take it pretty seriously. This is a mandatory fight, and I'm ready to defend my title. I'm ready to talk with the fist, not with words.
So, Frank Warren, who is Nick's promoter, is very confident that his man is going to get the victory. Does that surprise you with all that you've done in boxing, that he's backing his man so heavily, multiple division world champion?
El promotor Frank Warren está muy confiado que su peleador va a salir triunfal en esta función. Obviamente, pues a lo mejor todo está en el lado de su balanza, su promotor, en su tal vez más cerca de tu tierra. ¿Qué piensas de todo esto?
Pues yo creo que eso es normal. No hay entrenador que tenga miedo. Yo creo que el rival es el que se sube, ¿no? Arriba del ring solo somos dos y es donde va a haber el resultado. Entonces yo no vengo a hablar, yo vengo a pelear. Si quieren, nos subimos de una vez.
Well, I mean, I understand, and every promoter is happy to see his fighter inside the ring, but definitely there's only two people in the ring. It's going to be him, myself. I'm already here to fight. We can fight today, we can fight tomorrow, or any time possible. I mean, I'm ready to fight.
Nick looks very calm and collected. You're just taking it all in?
Yeah, just chilling. Yeah.
Nothing phases you. Now, Ray, final question to you. Coming off a loss, do you feel like you've got something to prove on Friday? Are you looking to be spiteful?
Vienes de una derrota. ¿Crees que tengas o te sientas forzado a demostrar algo este próximo viernes?
Yo creo que mi carrera está hecha y sólida. Soy bicampeón. Yo creo que el demostrar ya lo he hecho.
Well, I mean, I'm a true champion. I mean, my record speaks by itself. I mean, I'm a two-time world champion. Next.
Y yo creo que los que estamos dentro del boxeo sabemos lo que es mi carrera. Así es que yo me voy a subir a pelear, a hacer un triunfo más y a defender este título del mundo.
And this coming Friday, it won't be no exception for me. I'm going to prove myself, as I've been proving it through all my career. This coming Friday, you will see a Ray Vargas, as always you can see him. I mean, true fighter, giving everything in the ring.
De la pelea que tú hablas, no fue en mi categoría, fue una arriba, un reto que yo tomé, y eso es lo que me gusta, tomar retos desafiantes.
And the last fight that you were talking about, I mean, it wasn't my division. I tried something new in my life. I wanted to go after a challenge, and that's what I do, take challenges. And that proves myself that I'm ready to fight anyone.
Well, that's an incredible fight, a mouth-watering fight that we're all looking forward to. Now, we've described this fight as mouth-watering. 50-50, anything can happen. Zhilei Zhang against Joseph Parker. Zhilei, with an incredible 2023, 2 fantastic knockout victories against Joe Joyce, do you feel like you're now getting the credit that you deserve in the heavyweight division?
你2023年打得特别好，2次击败乔伊斯，你觉得你受到大家的认可了吗？
今天坐在这里，然后我感觉受到大家的认可。然后去年2次击败乔伊斯，然后大家都看到了。
By sitting here, I believe I received the recognition I deserved. Everybody saw what I did to Joe Joyce back to back.
Strong words. Now, Joseph Parker's looked incredible in his last few fights. What kind of a threat does he pose to you?
帕克的最近3场比赛打得都特别好，你觉得他会对你造成什么样的威胁？
帕克是一个非常强劲的对手，年轻，饥饿感。他想从我手里夺走这条腰带，我知道这是他的目的，但是我是一只饿虎。我说过，我是下山捕猎的，我不会让。如果谁想拿走我的腰带，他要付出沉重的代价。
Joseph Parker is a hell of a fighter. He's young, he's hungry, and he's coming here for the belt. I'm the tiger right here. I'm here to hunt. If you want to take the food out of my mouth, you're going to pay the price.
Joseph, you looking to take the food out of his mouth?
Firstly, I just want to say it's great to be back here in Saudi Arabia. Great to be here with my team. I want to say thank you to His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, Spencer Brown, Tyson Fury, Matchroom and Queensbury for getting me on this card. And a major thanks to my sponsors, Vivian, Manuka Doctor, Wild Hydrate, Mad Butcher, who's very mad. And it's, I know Zhang's over there. You know, he said he wants to bang me. But I just want to say to Zhang, I'm going to bang you.
Well, it's an interesting way to start, Joe. I like it. Listen, you've got an opponent in common, Joe Joyce. Now, how does it, I guess, does it run through your mind the fact that Joe Joyce beat you in a fight and Zhang dispatched him twice?
Zhang did an excellent job in beating Joe Joyce twice. And the fighter that I was when I fought Joe Joyce, I'm a totally different fighter now. Physically, mentally, and I'm up for the challenge. I'm always up for the challenge. And he's the favorite going into this fight. They say that I'm the underdog, but I'll show you what I can do come fight night.
Joe, it feels like you've taken another step in your career under Andy Lee. I think you delivered arguably the best performance of your career. What's changed? What's happened? Is there something that's clicked? Is something
Listen,
that's...
I have a great team that I fully trust and believe in. Thanks to Tyson for linking me up with Andy Lee, great trainer, and again he linked me up with George Lockhart, another great trainer, nutritionist who have done some tremendous work. And when everything is going good in camp and everything is balanced and you feel great and you're seeing results, I feel dangerous. I really do. And Zhang's gonna feel that danger.
Now, what have you been working on, I guess, in camp to minimize Zhang's power? He's known as Big Bang, those 2 incredible knockouts, without giving too much of your game plan away.
You're gonna see. You're gonna see come fight night. We're both ready. Everyone up here is ready for a great night of fights, and we're all getting all our energy back on fight night. We're gonna put it all on display Friday night.
You're gonna put it on display. Can you give us a little insight on how'd you get the win? How'd you get the victory?
I'm gonna go out there and bang him.
We look forward to seeing that. Thank you, Joe. Now, Joe's manager, David Higgins, you've seen it from the outside. You've been there from the start. Could you give us a little bit of an insight into maybe something that's clicked, something that's changed?
Yeah, they say a heavyweight reaches their prime at 35 years old. Joseph Parker's 32. And you hear that saying, oh, I'll fight anyone, or boxer will fight anyone. It's not very true. Only a few boxers will fight anyone. And Joseph's got quite a resume now. You know, there's Chisora twice, Andy Ruiz, Carlos Takam, Anthony Joshua, Dillian White, Joe Joyce, Deontay Wilder. That's quite a list for a 32-year-old. And it's a journey. And as Joseph pointed out, everything is clicking. And it's only started clicking in the last 6 months. I've been with Joseph for 11 or 12 years now. It's been a privilege and a bit of a roller coaster, ups and downs. But I can, from the heart, say it's the best Joseph Parker I've ever seen, physically, mentally, spiritually, calm, collected. Andy Lee, George Lockhart, it's an amazing team. I think you can see the confidence. And, you know, just remember that Deontay Wilder fight, the two gentlemen in the middle there were gleefully thinking they're making a fortune. They had the next fight already made, and not many people gave Joseph Parker a chance there, and it was a one-way fight. So, you know, we know how well prepared we are. We've come here to win, and I see Joseph Parker winning the fight emphatically on Friday night.
What is the process when you go to Joe and you give him these incredible boxing names, these dangerous fighters? Is it, oh, not again, we have to do this, or is it gleefully accepting?
No, he never groans. I mean, one thing we've observed is Joseph's at his best busy, and he, you know, when he's been busy, he's had momentum, and probably the same for many fighters. And those long layoffs, coming into Joe Joyce, he was nearly 9 months out of the ring or whatever. This year this is his 5th fight in a calendar year. He's at his best, absolute best.
Incredible. Great to hear from you. Thank you very much. Now, on to the Predator, Francis Ngannou. Now, Francis, you shocked the world at the back end of last year. I don't think anyone gave you too much of a chance, and you proved them all wrong. How do you go about shocking the world again?
I think I haven't shocked the world yet. But first of all, I want to thank everybody here for coming here, for making this happen. Every single one here, all the promoters here. I also want to thank His Excellency, my brother, Tuki Alasher. I want to thank AJ for also being part of this. You know, as I said, he always takes two to tango. So thank you for being here and for making this happen. But to answer your question, I really think I haven't shocked the world. You know, I'm still in the factory, building, you know, training, learning. And I think when I really gonna get it, I think that's where the world gonna be shocked. I'm just working, building, and learn about the sport, you know, the sport that I love my entire life, but didn't have the opportunity to really do it and gain some experience. And it's just now that I'm really like having that, working on that experience. And I think I'm gonna put something really, really nice. I can put something. I trust the process. I trust my team, the work that we are putting in, you know, so it's gonna pay off.
You know, I was going to say, I didn't give the outfit as much credit as it deserved. Usually it's Eddie Hearn coming up here with the flary outfits, but I have to commend you on that outfit, Francis. It's fantastic. It's fit for a press conference like this. Knockout chaos. Let me tell you, that's a knockout outfit. Now, we saw you spending a lot of time.
Thank you very much. It's my sponsor, Jim Shark, who make it for me with the special designer. I can't pronounce the name though, but
send me the link.
Yeah,
I'm not sure my arms are filling it out though.
Looking up to their boys, so trying to make me look good out here.
No doubt. Now, we saw you spending a lot of time hitting the body bag in yesterday's workout. Is that giving us a clue into your game plan come Friday?
Excuse me?
We saw you hit the body bag for a long time in your open workout. Is that giving us a little bit of a clue into your game plan on Friday?
Everything is a clue. I mean, I have every space that I have an opening, I'm gonna hit. So don't you worry about where is the key or the clue. So I'm not going to let any stone unturned and any opportunity unexplored.
No, that we heard Joseph Parker speak about being happy, being active. I mean, AJ has been extremely active in the last 11, 12 months. What did you make of his performance in December?
Between AJ?
Yeah,
AJ performance? Well, no, he was a flawless performance. He was a great performance. I watched that fight closely, you know. But for me, that doesn't do anything because I know I'm not willing. I know it's going to be a different round. It's going to be a different opponent, a different feeling. You know, we all when we get in the ring, that's when you know the fight, and then when there is a a counter, a reaction in front, the fight can be very different, you know. But when there is not a reaction, the fight can also be very different.
We spoke about action. Ben Davison, AJ's trainer, said you'll struggle to do 10 rounds with AJ at the pace he's willing to fight. What do you respond to that?
Yes, that's true. I will struggle to do 10 rounds. I struggle to do 10 rounds. And if anybody doesn't struggle to do 10 rounds, then you are something else. You're not human. You know, I'm human. Everybody gets tired after 10 rounds, you know. So that's right, I'm struggling. And I have no problem with it because it's a learning process. I'm here to learn. And I struggle for the first fight. Who was against Tyson Fury, and in fact I was in that fight questioning myself, like, what would happen when I get in the 4th round? How would I feel? Because I never been in the professional fight, boxing match for 4 rounds, for 6 rounds, 8 rounds. Then that was 10 rounds. So yes, I did struggle, but I think he struggled as well, maybe more.
Well, he's sat in the front row here at the press site, smiling away, he's grinning, not giving anything away. And maybe that is a fight that we'll see in the future again, who knows? Now, if you get the victory on Friday, will that be your greatest ever achievement in combat sports? I know you've done so much in the MMA world, but will this top it all off?
Well, yeah, he will be the best so far. But as I said, I'm just getting started. So I'm really looking for the victory of Friday night, but I don't think that will be making any statement of my career because the road is still long, and I'm really intending to gain a lot of major victory like this. One more over Tyson, because I had the first one over him. I'm intending to have the second one, and he's been bitching about it, which is true.
I just hope I'm not in the middle of these two. If they start going at it, let me tell you.
You're gonna sleep in the octagon again, and I'm gonna wipe the ring with your ass again. You wipe the ring with your ass. There was the blood in the ring. It's sticking in your pants. What is that?
It's really heating up in here now.
That last night where you
It's really heating up in here now.
that last night where you sleeping. Like he tried to tell
Francis is going to give you a chance to respond. I'm going to ask you the next question.
I've always tell you, your only chance is in the ring, in the boxing ring with the boxing rules. When you step off of that ring, you better stay 5 meters away before I start your shit. Because if I lose it, you're going to have a really bad time, my friend. So respect the fact that boxing is protecting us, and the rules of boxing is protecting us. Because without that, you are nothing in front of me. I beat you every day, twice on Sunday.
It's the Saturdays you've got to worry about.
Let's keep it on the fight at hand.
We got a big fight here Saturday, and these
Friday.
Sorry, Friday.
Friday.
Friday we got a big fight, and the fact of the matter is, the man's here, lineal champion, and I expect him to be the undisputed #1 after the 18th of May, and you've got it all to go for. Here is the opportunity for the big prize. That's it, to get the opportunity to fight the man, and that's what you're all here for. And I would save everything, as you correctly said to me, for Friday, because that's what all matters. That's all that matters.
It's all that matters. The Friday night knockout chaos, the man in the front row is the prize. Now, Francis, how much belief, because it feels like you've gained a lot of belief from your performance against Tyson Fury, win, lose or draw, however you see it. How much does that fuel you going into this fight against Anthony Joshua?
Okay, so just to make this clear, last time we spoke before the fight, I didn't believe in myself.
No.
I think I always believe in myself. You know, the reason why I'm here is because I always believe in myself, and doesn't matter the circumstances, doesn't matter the obstacle in front of me, I believe in myself. That doesn't mean that I control the outcome. You know, I believe in the fact that I'm going to go out there and do my best, and I cannot control the outcome, and whatever the outcome is, I'm going to take it, you know. But I believe in my determination, in my dedication. I believe in the work that I put in order to have what I want, and that's what built my confidence, you know. So I always believe in myself, always. And even though sometimes it doesn't work, but I still believe in myself. I had a great training camp. Everything went well. We all spent a good time. And then we are 2 days out of a fight. We have a good training. Everything was perfect. So there's not a reason not to believe. I know that if I go out there and do my best, there's a big chance that I will go out there with the victory, and I'm going out there for that victory, and I'm going to let everything in that ring on Friday night to come out with a victory.
No doubt. Now, it's time that we bring in Francis Ngannou's longtime trainer, Dewey Cooper. Dewey, you've lost the element of surprise, as it were. Have you done anything different in this camp than you did for your fight against Tyson Fury?
First of all, I'd like to say Assalamu alaikum to Your Excellency, Turkey al-Sheikh, and the kind, beautiful people here in Saudi Arabia. Happy Eid Mubarak as you embark into your Ramadan in a few days. Fighting Tyson Fury, his first fight, was a magnificent challenge. Very complex, highly dimensional boxer. He assimilated so much information from that fight. Of course, he's ready for 2 nights away from now. Of course he's ready for Anthony Joshua. Of course he's going to show vast improvements in every aspect. Speed, power, conditioning, fight IQ. So just expect an exemplary performance from Francis Ngannou on March 8th. The flaming, ferocious fist of Francis will finish Anthony Joshua.
There we go. My next question was, do you really believe that your man can stop Anthony Joshua? I think you've answered it just then.
I just said it. The flaming, ferocious, furious fist of Francis will in fact finish Joshua.
There we go. Couldn't say it better myself. Now, Eddie, previously, at the very start of all this, was critical of Francis's boxing credentials before he saw him fight. Now, how much extra satisfaction would that be winning on Friday?
Every fight important in this process to try and regain the World Heavyweight Championship is what he wants to do. This is a fight that came out of nowhere. Francis, throughout his achievements in mixed martial arts, earned the right to step up on the big stage. Thought he performed excellently against Tyson Fury and earned the right to fight any heavyweight in the world. I mean, it's quite remarkable that on his professional debut, he fought Tyson Fury, and in his second fight, he's fighting Anthony Joshua. You know, it's a remarkable run as a fighter, and it's a real challenge. But as I said, I don't see any aspect that Francis is better than Anthony in. However, he's strong, he's powerful, and he's dangerous. So Ben and Lee will keep AJ disciplined, and he'll do what he does, and that's perform. And I think this is the best Anthony Joshua we've ever seen in his career. The sharpest he's been, the most confident he's been, the calmest he's been, and he's done it all in his career. He's fought all styles. You know, he's boxed everywhere under all conditions. Madison Square Garden, Wembley Stadium, Millennium Stadium, all around Britain. Twice in Riyadh now, 3 times in Riyadh, once in Jeddah. I mean, there isn't any moment, any style he hasn't experienced in his sport. He's now an experienced fighter, and that will be the difference on Friday night. But we respect these guys. They're real. And AJ knows that as well, and he's trained accordingly and ready to show the world that, as I said, I believe he's the best heavyweight on the planet.
It's time to bring in Ben Davison, trainer of Anthony Joshua. Now, it feels like you guys, Ben, have really gelled over the past few months. It seems like that everything you do seems to be working. How has it been working with him on a day-to-day basis? You see him, you know, in the nuts and bolts, the grind, day-to-day in the gym.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to work with. He's the ultimate professional, and he loves boxing. So obviously that drives us. We're passionate about boxing. He's passionate about boxing, and it makes for an enjoyable partnership.
Now, there's been talk this week in the build-up of resilience and a little bit about heart. I mean, you see him every single day. How would you respond to those critics?
We're going to find out on Friday.
Man, a few words, I like it. It's strong words as well. Now, you've spoken about this 10-round fight and Ngannou potentially struggling to fight at that pace. Is that the key? Is it push the pace, tire him out, and hurt him late?
I just think, you know, there's probably a false sense of confidence taken from the previous fight that he had. I think it's going to be a completely different situation. We've prepared for him
respectfully, professionally, and I think, same as everybody. Nobody knew what to expect last time. Nobody knew, everybody, being honest, was slightly dismissive. Now we know that's not the case. And I think, yes, you can say there was a lot of experience to have taken last time, but I still think it's going to be a whole new experience.
Do you feel like, I asked Dewey about losing the element of surprise, do you feel that that's a confidence booster, a bonus that you've now seen 12 rounds of Francis Ngannou in a boxing ring to study?
Yeah, to a degree, but I think Dewey's an experienced coach, and I think that to think that he's only got one layer to his game would again be underestimating him, and we've not done that. So we're prepared for him to have some new layers to his game. And again, we're going to find out on Friday, but we're very well prepared.
No doubt. Thanks for your time. Now it's time to bring in Anthony Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world. Anthony, we just heard from Ben. How has it been being back in camp with Ben? It feels like you two have got a real good bond. You two get each other.
God is good. Life is good. No complaining. Had about 10 days off. Get straight back to basics. Get back on the grind. God is good. We're happy.
Now you're coming off the back of an incredible performance in December. What can we expect to see come Friday night? Come on, give us a little bit of insight into what's going through that mind.
All be revealed, innit? Just straight out war, relentlessness, good fight. And that's what everyone's here for, good fight. So yeah, stay tuned. If you're here, I appreciate everyone coming out. Much appreciated. His Excellency as well for putting the show on. And if you're at home, you know the score. Make sure you get it live on pay-per-view.
Always got to get the pitch in, no doubt.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting paid for this, bro.
He's got pay-per-view points, I could tell. There's obviously an incredible incentive for the winner of this fight.
We're not looking past this fight. This is my main focus. So the incentives and all that stuff is just to win. That's it. Just focus on my game plan and what I got to do.
You know what? That makes sense. I was hoping you give me a little juicy gossip. We need a clip. We need something.
Let me see. He said he's got
AJ's AirPods. Everyone's asking what is playing in AJ's left AirPod. What's on the playlist?
Let me see what I got for you people, yeah?
Come on, this is a question we all wanted answered.
All right, listen to what we've got, right? You want to hear something?
I don't know. I'll listen.
You ready?
And he's actually connected now. You got some old school garage going on there.
Trust me.
What's going on in camp? Is that the mood? Is that the vibe? That the energy?
Just music. I don't know why there's a big conspiracy of what I listen to on my AirPod. I don't know what the big deal is.
Francis thought he sold it. If you see the Instagram video that Francis put up about what's going on, what's playing in your AirPod.
No, what's he got playing on? What
you better ask him.
AirPod?
I don't know. I was just listening. I found your AirPod and I was just listening, and it was playing a lot of different stuff.
All good. But so back to the fight business.
How do you prepare for someone like Francis Ngannou? We said you've seen 12 rounds of him. I've seen interviews where you say you've studied him in the cage, his stand-up.
Yeah.
But it's different than fighting your average boxer.
Well, he's been boxing. His first dream was to be a boxer, which people forget, and he was part of the Cameroonian team. He started MMA, I think, was it 24 or 26? So that wasn't the first time he started hitting the heavy bag or hitting pads. He had been doing it from a young age. His dream was always to be a boxer. So I know what I'm up against. You know, I look at all these small details, but I spar, I do my film study, all that type of stuff. I keep it professional. But on the night, that's different. All that textbook stuff goes out the window, and you just got to be relentless. Give it your best. It's already written in the stars what's going to happen. I'm just going to follow my destiny.
Do you ever feel that pressure to give?
Always.
To give number one, perform. Obviously, everyone expects a certain level of you, but also to give the boxing fans, not just British boxing fans, boxing fans, the fight they want. Obviously, there's a man over here. I know we're not talking about, but you win, and that's the end goal.
It's my duty.
Of course, it means
it's our duty to do what we got to do. It's our duty we work for these people out here. Do you know what I mean? These are the fights that they want to see. We're here to entertain them. So I feel the pressure, but that's the life. That's what I signed up to do. This is what I've devoted my life to do. So bring every challenge, every competition. And I'll step up to the plate. You know, I've been in the ring with Zhang. We've shared the ring before. I've shared the ring with Parker. I'm going to share the ring with Francis. One day I'll share the ring with Tyson. The last fight, I shared the ring with Wallin. I signed to fight Baby Miller. I sparred Dubois. I signed to fight Bronze Bomber. I'm serious about the game, innit? It's just what we do. It's my duty to work for these guys and give them entertaining nights.
That's true. I mean, Eddie said you've seen every look in your time in boxing. Now, one look maybe you haven't seen is obviously Francis coming at you in the ring. He says he plans to knock you out.
Let's go.
He's looking for that shot.
Let's go.
Are you fighting fire with fire?
100%. Let's go.
All right, this
the best man will always win. It's not rocket science, as my boy Cena says. The best man will always win. You know, it's not rocket science, isn't it? The best man will always win. But one of the main things I'm looking forward to is showing how good I am.
And I think you've said before in interviews that people underestimate you. They maybe don't give you the credit. That you deserve.
Not the credit. I don't want the credit, but
you just want them to look at you and go, yeah, this guy can.
No, I don't know, but I just know people find out when they're in the ring, innit? But we'll see. Friday will soon come. Friday will soon go. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the occasion.
No doubt about it. Now,
So do I. Let's go. Let's go.
Have you got any final words for each other? Because I know it's all been quite nice in the build-up.
I was going to ask, is there any questions that anyone wants to ask? Because I know you guys have been sitting quietly. Is there any questions from the public? Anyone wants to ask any questions before we wrap up? Big boss at the top. Yes, Africa's on the map. My next door neighbor, Cameroon. I see you all up there. The flags, everyone's looking amazing.
Where's the guy?
Let's go. Yes. That'll be good. It's going to be a good night.
Any final words for Francis Ngannou?
You can keep the AirPod.
Keep the AirPod.
Thank you. Truly.
Keep the playlist. Francis, final words for Anthony Joshua, the man that you're going to go face-to-face with Friday night.
Well, good luck on Friday night.
Respect.
I'll see you there.
Let's go.
There we go, guys. That is all we have time for. Thank you very much. Any final words? I'm going to give you, Frank, Eddie, the last word here in this press conference.
Look, it's going to be a marvellous night. Wherever you're watching the fight, don't blink. It's going to be a great main event, and obviously all the undercard, as we said, are fabulous fights. I also want to just give a mention to George Warren and Spencer Brown for all the work they've also done behind the scenes to make this such a success.
Yeah, echo that. Tune in. Friday night, don't forget, Friday night live on DAZN around the world. An incredible card, top to bottom. Good luck to both men. Good luck to all fighters on the card. Stay safe and God bless.
No doubt, I think it's time for face-offs. Congratulations, everybody.